Are you over 60 and concerned about your health? Today, we're going to discuss the 4 worst vitamins that you should never take if you are over 60, and the 4 vitamins that you must take daily. Hi, I'm a pharmacist. I'm a pharmacist and health educator with AskThePharmacist.com, where we help people make better, more informed decisions about their health and wellness. Now, let us talk about the 4 worst vitamins that you should avoid if you are over 60. The first is iron supplements. Many people think that older adults don't need iron because they don't get as heavy of a period. Well, that's true, but after 60, men and women can become iron deficient because iron is needed to make hemoglobin in our red blood cells, which carries oxygen throughout the body. If you don't have enough iron, you can become anemic. However, unless you have a health condition like kidney disease or are a chronic blood donor, there is no reason for you to be taking iron supplements. And in fact, too much iron can be toxic and cause damage to your liver. Now, if you feel you may be low in iron, you should talk to your doctor about getting an iron test done. A simple blood test can determine if you really need to take iron or if you just need to eat more iron-rich foods such as red meat, poultry, fish, and green leafy vegetables. No. 2. Calcium. Too much calcium has been linked to high blood pressure, kidney stones, and even heart attacks. Studies have shown that people who take more than 1,200 mg of calcium a day have a higher risk of getting a heart attack. There was also a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine that showed that people who took calcium supplements actually had an increased risk of getting a stroke. So, unless your doctor tells you to take calcium because you have low levels, there is no reason for you to be taking this supplement. In fact, most adults should be getting all the calcium they need from the food they eat. Good sources of dietary calcium include dairy products like milk and yogurt, as well as foods like tofu, salmon, and leafy greens. Number 3. Vitamin E. Now, it's true that vitamin E does have some benefits. It helps support the immune system and may help prevent certain types of dementia. However, studies have shown that taking high doses of vitamin E supplements can actually increase your risk of dying from any cause, especially cancer, heart disease, and stroke. People over 60 should not be taking vitamin E supplements. And number 4, the worst vitamin for seniors to take is probably the most common one that people think is good for them. That is multivitamins. Are you taking a multivitamin every day thinking that you are doing something good for your health? Well, a recent study actually found that taking a daily multivitamin may actually be harmful to your health. The study, which was published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, found that people who took a daily multivitamin were actually more likely to die from cancer and other causes. Bottom line, if you are over 60, you should not be taking a multivitamin. Instead, you should be eating a healthy diet full of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Alright, now that we've covered the 4 worst vitamins for seniors to take, let's move on to the 4 best vitamins for seniors to take daily. No, 1 is vitamin D, Did you know that 1 in 3 Americans are deficient in vitamin D? Vitamin D is important for strong bones and a healthy immune system. It also helps regulate calcium levels in the blood. Taking vitamin D supplements is safe for most adults and is recommended by the Institute of Medicine to be between 600 and 800 international units per day. For older adults who are at risk for osteoporosis, they recommend taking up to 2,000 international units of vitamin D per day. The easiest way to get vitamin D is through spending some time in the sun. Just 10 minutes of sun exposure on your arms and legs several times a week should do the trick. Of course, always wear sunscreen when you do spend time in the sun. No. 2 is vitamin B6. This is a water-soluble vitamin that helps the body make red blood cells and maintain healthy skin. It also helps convert food into energy and may help reduce the risk of dementia. Older adults should aim to get at least 1.3 milligrams of vitamin B6 per day. This can be easily obtained through eating foods such as chicken, fish, potatoes, and bananas. 3. Magnesium mass. As we get older, we start to lose muscle mass and bone density. This is due to a decrease in hormones such as testosterone and estrogen. Magnesium plays an important role in maintaining muscle mass and bone health. It also helps regulate blood pressure and blood sugar levels. Taking magnesium supplements is safe for most adults and is recommended by the Institute of Medicine to be 400 milligrams per day for men and 310 milligrams per day for women. Good sources of dietary magnesium include dairy products, spinach, and whole grains, and No. for omega-3 fatty acids. These are essential fatty acids that play an important role in brain function and heart health. Omega-3 South may also help reduce inflammation in the body. Good sources of omega-3 South include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, as well as walnuts and flax seeds. Now, if you are over 60, taking care of your health becomes even more important. In fact, it's probably one of the best times of your life where you can look back and say, hey, I did everything I could to take care of my body and prevent diseases so I could live a long, happy, and healthy life. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below and share with your friends. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. I'll be sure to answer them. Again, this is a pharmacist with AskThePharmacist.com. We'll see you next time.